it means everything to me. I've got basically 450 points now, closer to the Mauritius trip. So yeah, it's for me it's great. I think it's a second final for me. Good match player, because I tend to get into people's heads. I think just taking it shot by shot, I think I can handle pressure pretty well. So yeah, I think I'm a very good match player. Okay, the first game was Jeanson. I think I was very lucky there. He started very well. Second half obviously was a bit bad. And I think with 4 holes to go, I was 2 up in the end. And then just he crumbled under the pressure. Putting was very well there. I don't think my driving was too good. Second game was Mark Borragero. That's probably the toughest game that I've had so far. We were head to head all the time, but I think only the second hole I was 1 up, and then from there I was trailing. I think the most at some stages was 2 down, and with I think 5 holes to go I was 2 down with a stroke 1 on the wrong side. So luckily to clinch it in the end. He missed his birdie putt. I also missed my birdie putt. If he had his birdie putt, then obviously the game would have been over for me.
Oh, dude. Awesome. Great game. Thanks. Well played. Well done, well done.
Frikkie, tell us.
It was a tough one. It was up and down. Him up, me down. Yeah.
Third game was Andy Jeanson. Very lucky on that one. The first hole I pulled my approach shot into the bushes, but then just fell on the green. Well, came down and fell on the green, and I made a par there. And just put some pressure on him from there. I think the third hole I got a chip in birdie, and then from here it was just just keeping ahead on him. Still a tough game. I think he played like 10 over his handicap, and I was 1 over my handicap, and still just got it 2 and 1.
Yes.
Just one knockout against Andy.
Yeah.
To the next round.
Yes. It was an awesome game. Andy is a tough competitor. I think we gave each other a few shots there. I was a bit lucky on certain shots. He very unlucky with some of the balls being in some holes on the fairway or even on the rough side. So I'm very lucky. But yeah, thank you.
And then the game against Bruce, terrible one, due to the fact that we just gave holes to each other. He was in the water, then I just followed next ball into the water. So yeah, it's I was lucky in the end.
Well played, Frikkie.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, man. Thank you.
Well played, buddy.
And Frikkie, tell us, how did it go?
It's a terrible golf game, definitely. Both of us played very bad. I was just lucky to have a few better shots, can I say. Putting was terrible, but yeah, I'm in the final, and I'm coming for Wayne,
Practice, obviously, being on the driving range, I've got a sort of a lacquer yard there to do some chipping, putting on the carpet. So yeah, I mean, for me, my putting is probably the better side of my game at this stage. So I do put a lot of practice in that. Driving is starting to get better now. I've got the Titleist TS3 driver, so it's looking better. Still not contacting or making contact on it solidly as what I want, but yeah, I've spent some nice time on the driving range. Wayne, driving perfect, approach shots perfect, putting perfect. That guy is a monster. We've had some nice little challenges with each other. I think from 2 years ago, our first Summer Cup at Bryanston. From there we had this little competition with each other. You know, sometimes you'll win that game and then I'll take the next one, and we'll just mention it to each other. So it's going to be a fun one. But yeah, I don't know. He's a tough guy. For me, it's just pure luck. I think that would be my go-to. Hopefully that if he can make a mistake and I can capitalize on that and just put a little bit of pressure on him, I think I can. If he's got pressure on his back, then he might fold. But furthermore, I don't know. It's going to be a tough one.
Good luck.
Thanks, man.